Sprawl behind us and Feater in front of us. Here goes a whole lot of nothing. Oh, we did have a hero goal to do that, apparently. Now the only one we need is we need 2 pillagers for Barristan. Okay, so the thing that I really like here is that while we can't see much... Oh, you really want me to do a Harvest Child, don't you, game? All we have to do is go left here, and then we can pick up all of these. Yeah, okay, so just make sure we go left on this first one. That's the main thing. This is 3 mastery on the line. So I feel like what I usually do with these early assistance encounters is tank my torch and then immediately am filled with regret by it, but that's okay. At least they agree. We don't really need food, so I'm gonna go for mixed treasure. You two, are you... Okay, you're fine. You're friendly. Songbook of Rousing Tunes. I can get down with it. Who's melodophobic? Dismas. Okay. Not ideal, but... We're gonna go question mark down the center here. And now, I wanted to check here. So, it's candles at resistance encounters, cultist encounters, lair, and creature den. So that means we know from the map that the creature den has to be under one of these. So so basically, if the creature den isn't here, we can hit all of the other places it might be. And we've already eliminated the possibility of us going over there. It's a good looking windmill. Oh, we get to see the sub-region here. We haven't seen the feeder sub-region. Very excited about that.
Unites the hopeful.
This is the one that's like a pool of viscera. Oh, look at that on the horizon. That's the sub-region right there. Oh, that's so cool. It's like spiny trees. All right, we're rocking, we're rolling. Children of the Corn, indeed. How did Dismas end up going so last, by the way? I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. But you're very unlikely to get the kill here. What was I saying about very unlikely? I meant definitely going to. Sorry. Sometimes I misspeak.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Ah, SRFQWR. I may refer to you as unpronounceable from this point forward. Yes, I did give him a stimulating poultice last region, and I guess I didn't give him one this region. Yeah, it looks like I didn't. Okay. Oh yeah, I gave it to Barristan instead. Good point. Oh, this is so amazing. This cornfield is incredible. Okay, everyone agrees. I'll spend... Oh, if I spend 6, I only get the goodies and not the... I'd rather take the relationship. Who's having the hardest time right now? Paracelsus is having the hardest time. Oh, and we can't give Paracelsus relationship. Thank you for the follow, O ye of unpronounceable nomenclature. Dismas also benefits pretty substantially here, so let's do this one. I'm gonna go with, I'm just gonna call you Sir. Like Sir... Yeah, I almost want to go like Sir Farquaad, but that might be a bridge too far. Oh, this looks amazing. All right, and then we know that this has a chance of being the creature den because of the candle. Could be something else also, like a resistance encounter, which is also fine, because It happens to the best of us. Oh, look at these scarecrows with skulls on them.
World,
Absolutely fantastic.
empty of hope and humanity.
Oh, goody. Just what I was hoping for. So I think... this is a tough choice. I'm saving my smoke bombs because we are gonna do the Harvest Child, as much as I lament that. I'm gonna yank the ghoul forward in hopes that I can just like banish it into the Shadow Realm with Dismas. I would agree, Tobe. We've seen the Tangle sub-biome, and it is top-notch. Really, really cool. Still 17 damage. It's not bad. Could be better.
Conclusion.
Could have been better, but... I love having a surgeon that still 100% of the time lands dots. It's kind of magical. But yeah, what I will say is I like all of the sub-biomes. I think that they were such a smart way to handle that problem. Oh yeah, I forgot we got Jinx there too. Al's hitting like a collection of trucks now. Love to see it.
Advantage.
Alright, we're starting to pop off. Not that we can't be derailed rather mercilessly, but
Scavenge what you can.
wow, there's going to be a lot of mastery for this region, given that we're picking up 3 and we've already locked it in. Oh, actually, the ground here is so cool. Like the trampled corn stalks. Also really nice. Maybe slightly less pretty, I will admit, but
Revel in debauchery.
still really cool. Let's see. So Paracelsus was the one who I said I had relationship problems with. But Dismas, you have problems just with Al. It's you and Paracelsus, but Paracelsus is out of this decision-making process, so I don't think it really matters. Ariston gains 1 with Al. Dismas gains none. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It was one of these two. We lock him in at 5. My favorite. This guy doesn't even know what's coming. Doesn't really matter what we do here. Our inventory is getting full. Oh. Wow. Even with the lockjaw, we still got the resist there. All right, doesn't really matter. I'll do this.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Nice hit by Al. Backhand, fleshy backhand. Not Baneful Breath.
Steady yourself.
Wrong ability. Okay. Bolster. Easy peasy. Give me a Burning Stars, just for funsies. Ah, boo. This guy's stunned, so... He's already dead, and he just doesn't know it. Hey, we got it. 60-point Burning Stars. Feels good. Feels good.
In crisis, no
The
gain
mastery is
significant.
out of control at the moment. We haven't had a leg that was this mastery laden in a while, but I guess it's not that great, but it's good. Yeah, indeed. That what do you think the percentage chance to crit on the iBoss was? I feel like it was critting about 70% of the time. I was gonna say, if we can get rid of this in one, I'm gonna be happy. We couldn't. You didn't see a non-crit. What a lovely, lovely thing, eh? Alright, we just need to get rid of one, I guess. Oh, I love me a good fleshy backhand. And I love me a Jinx as well. I need to find a way to work Pistol Shot into Dismiss's rotation. Like, right now I'm not a huge fan of what we have going on.
A righteous action.
You did a double crit with Ceiling Spaghetti and it got 2 stress relief? That's a nice thing, Rusty. I wouldn't kick that out of bed. All right.
All problems
We're starting to find a rhythm here.
even the big ones.
Do I need a spiked ball? I don't think I need a spiked ball. Okay, so Dismiss, I do want you to have Pistol Shot. Yeah, I don't think Open Vein is in the cards for us. Hope burns bright as we are the bearers of it. Okay, so Barristan, you can take a hit with either of them. Oh, we get more torch this way. It's max torch either way, but we get a chicken dinner this way. Oh, and it was indeed the as promised chicken dinner.
Carry no more.
Okay, we got flapjacks, so I'm not gonna, and they stack automatically, which is a delight. Still hanging on to that, still excited about it. Uh-oh. Do we have... There we go. All right. I really couldn't care less about another assistance encounter. We've had too many already, I think. Hospital's great. Gonna lock in the Jinx for sure. We're disease free, but yes, Rusty, that continues to be a problem, and there has been no fix. I think it's best just to get this guy on his own at this point. Another ghoul. Jinx is probably one of the best, Tobe. So Jinx is apply to attacker, blind or weak or vulnerable or combo. So when you get that on a tank, ooh, it is a delight. An absolute delight. We're probably going to get howled here. This smells like a howl. Yeah. Okay, we just need to finish quickly here. Yeah, double ghoul is not fun, Sir Farquaad. Not fun at all. One off lethal. Not gonna hold off to try and get a stress heal. Yeah, this needs to just be over. I think that's 2 5%, maybe only one. So now the question is, given that we know we're going to Barristan anyways, yeah, I think we do that, and we get the stress heal. And then we hope this ghoul falls over from bleeding. There we go. Nice. I was not familiar with the idea. Am I going to do either of these? No, I think I have a poetry already. Stefan, I don't remember Torch in Darkest Dungeon 2 reducing, or Howl reducing Torch in Darkest Dungeon 2. We're currently sitting at 81, but I couldn't tell you what it was before the Howl. So, not entirely sure. That's a good combo, to be sure, Rusty. Okay, so what do we got for bad stuff? It's really just that. So Jinx, I'm locking in. I do want to get rid of Melodophobic here, I think. And then I think I'm gonna live with the rest. Ah, so that existed before Apocaloco. That was the Gander, I believe, is the the enemy that you're talking about, and it's existed for a while, but you don't always see it when you go into the the creature den. But yeah, it's nasty because it buffs the ability for the other dogs to do bleeds, which is nasty. Yeah, it is a rare enemy.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Clever move. Clever move. I think I'm just gonna take the riposte here.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
That might have been a miscalculation. Wayne might have a good point there.
They falter. So
Yeah, I love a good creature den as well. They are some of the best.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
This will pull this guy forward regardless. Oh, it hit for 0. Oh, and got stunned. Oh, the Jinx. The jinxiest Jinx of them all. Let's see. You and Al. Oh, thank you, Sir Farquaad. Hope to see you again in the future. It was a pleasure having you.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned. We are the flame, burning brightly for all
Ooh,
the
I
world
love
to
the
see.
Raven's Reach here. I don't mind the triage kit.
First, they ate the rotten flesh of their animals. Then
Hey, Dax!
they turned
So
upon
far, so good.
themselves.
We got absolutely destroyed by the boss, but I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. And, yeah, now we're just cruising. I'll hang on to the Greater Protectorate, I think. I think the triage kit... I think I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna divest from triage kits. Them not stacking is just... It's too limiting for me. Alright, and we... What do we have? We have 2 smoke bombs going into this fight? Okay, it's not terrible. Actually, I think what I want to do, though... no, I think we're fine here. Actually, who is our highest speed character? 7667. It is technically dismissed still. I don't think I've had a good view of this house in a while. That is, the Harvest House looks amazing.
The landowner's manor. Do you hear the child's cries?
I'm going to yank this guy forward so that I can do the set him up, knock him down. Barristan is going to do so well against these doggers. Goats? They're not dogs, they're goats. Yeah, but these goats aren't going to know what hit them. There we go.
Results are encouraging.
Yeah, it's a game, it's one that you only learn by doing, to be sure. I spent an incredible amount of time in Phase 1. So in the run that I did, I got 1 buff on each character. Instead, I got 1 gaze on each, and I was like, okay, this is probably good. And then you can imagine what happened next. But it was super fun. I'm glad that it went down that way. I think it's fun to have a boss that if you don't understand how it works, you're very unlikely to win. I don't think that's a problem.
Measured and steady.
Let's see.
A righteous action.
A righteous action.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
But yeah, I think it's a cool boss, and I think that they can tweak how difficult it is to get all 4 gazes on the same character, and by doing that, I think they can make it work relatively well. Nice hit,
Early
Para.
results are encouraging.
Yeah, so I took a really long time. I think we were on like round 10 or something like that by the time I actually did what I needed to do. But there was no real forecasting that helped me to understand what was going to happen. If you put gaze on each character, every character gets AoE'd for 60 every turn twice.
Anxiety for
It's,
insidious fears.
It's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's see. I'll do this so that we can get the point blank shot, which will be basically a guaranteed kill here, I think. Okay. Yep, cleaved into a beautiful oblivion. Casual 60 cleave. Okay. What's on offer? Bumper Crop seems really nerve-wracking for the final boss, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we can handle that. Love seeing the Collector's Chandelier. When moving, if rank 1, stress, if rank 2... This is hard to use without the General's Trophy. This one, I always feel like it should be your stuff being resisted, but it's not. It's when you resist Blight. Kitchen knives might hold some value, but I don't think so. Anyways, we're still gonna do it. Rank is the position.
Born to a corpulent, half-eaten mother, the child is a ravenous avatar of degeneracy.
Yeah, so this is rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, and rank 4. What are we looking at for ordering here? I think I'm going to Chaotic Offering here. Okay, I don't mind that. Start to get to work on this fool. Now, the trick with the Harvest Child, if you've never seen me play the Harvest Child before, is you blind the big meat, and then hopefully you don't get destroyed by it. I might take aim here. Yeah, let's take aim, because then we have the dodge plus the blind, so it's very unlikely that we get the hunger. Okay. If you would just stay there. All right, you're not going to stay there. All right, Dismiss is fast, which is a bummer. But I guess we just hit it anyways. It's not perfect, but
Cooperation is the key.
I want to save the vulnerable for Al. So, given that we're going to have a hard time figuring out how to get Dismiss in the right place, I'm going to do that. Okay, so Al's going to drop probably a pretty solid 1 here. 39's good. It's not great. The crit would have been exceptional there. Without knowing the name, it's hard to know Dax. But we got eyes this time. So we have brain, we have lungs, and now we have eyes. Okay, huge miss there. That was big. And I put Dismiss in the right position, so I think we finish here. Looks like, yes, we do indeed finish this fight off. This fight went about as well as you could hope.
In crisis, we can rely only
Yes, I
on
think
each other.
it is very unlikely that they add genitals. But I think it's also very unlikely that they add nose. How terrifying would ears be? No. So okay. So we have two more. We have 2 more to go.
The past is gone. Let it die.
I think it seems very likely that they will go Heart of Darkness once again for the final boss. Spoiler alert from the original Darkest Dungeon. If you're not familiar, I apologize. Stomach would be a great one. Macier for sure. Hand could be very interesting as well. I think Hag's Horde is going to go away. I'm not that interested in it. Command giving crit. We're going to be in position 1 a lot. So I don't think that's particularly great for us. We're not switching to Bumper Crop. I don't like it. We're not switching to that. That goes. Oh boy. This is an embarrassment of riches right now, unfortunately. So what are we going to do about it? I think Greater Protectorate just isn't getting used. The colon cynicism. I like that. I like that a lot. The poetry I'm going to let go. How am I this full, though? This is kind of disturbingly awful. Oh, man. Kitchen knives? There's no way. They're not getting used. Wax Inoculant. We already went to the sluice, so I'm not that interested in hanging on to that. Rousing Songbook I like a lot. 4 spoons. Well, these are from the Tangle. We have way too many baubles. So let's downsize that way. All right. We managed to do the thing. So I'm going to go here because we know that it is potentially a potentially the creature den. Okay, Hero Shrine's also good. That will potentially finish Dismas up. We're in the cornfields again, doing cornfield things. Apocaloco, that is, you're thinking outside the box. I think we're just gonna... Al's not gonna be able to help out at all here. I'm gonna taunt, despite the fact that I would have liked to have just done this the old-fashioned way, which I think I'll be able to do.
A slow dissection.
All right, done and done.
Unavoidable end.
That's truly terrifying, Forfa. Oh, that's why that's happening.
Cut down these nightmares.
Okay, I just found a bug. Okay, so the @ mention is only supposed to work from Discord. Sorry for that weirdness there. That's funny. Let's see. Keeping all that. So more baubles be gone. I will fix that tonight. Thank you for helping me find it, Forfa. You rooted out a bug. All right, it's time for a heist, I think.
Chapter 4. Highway robbery.
I appreciate a little bit of white hat hacking now and then. All right, highway robbery. I vaguely remember this one. Okay, so we need to rob the stagecoach.
He set himself to the business of bloodshed and robbery.
Let's bloodshed and robbery some. Has he always ducked back and then forward like that? That was very interesting. So we got Wicked Slice, which is a guaranteed, or is not a guaranteed kill. We can do that, or we can into the bushes. I think we're supposed to into the bushes, if I recall correctly. Like, do a little bit of hit and run? No, maybe we do this. Okay, not great. That was clearly not what we wanted to do. Oh, spooky. All right, but I think we just kill this guy now. And now we start doing damage to the stagecoach. Okay, now we hide in the bushes because we want to do like a hit and run type of thing. Oh, but okay, what we do is we do a Wicked Slice and then we into the bushes. Poof. Now you see me, now you don't. They're just shouting at me so aggressively. There we go, we do that. Interesting. So our timing was a little off there, perhaps. We have a dodge token. They don't always work, but we have a ton of hit points. So maybe I just wait for this guy to get crit buffed. Yeah, Shadow. It looks like that is the play. Although this makes it a little tricky. I think I remove the token and then I do think I go hide. Well, he's not buffed. Let's just do that again. Okay. We can't shoot right. Oh, okay. This does have a cooldown. Got it. I don't know if I want to leave both of them up. Which one's still going? You're still going? All right, we'll just take your turn away. I'll come back for him. There we go. 13. A crit would get the kill here. So let's just... Okay, almost there. Now we should be off cooldown. Bingo. Yeah, that seems like some of these you don't have much in the way of leeway. That one you have a lot of leeway. Ooh, Grape Shot Blast. I forgot that we didn't have that yet.
Satisfaction would prove short-lived.
Okay, we have one space. We're in the cornfields doing cornfield things. What are cornfield things, you might ask? If you don't know, I can't tell you. I'm sorry. Looks like this is going to be a 9 to 10 mastery feeder, though. That will finish off all of our upgrades for sure. Spend a bit of money for like a bunch of stuff. Does anyone need relationships? No, not really. I'll spend the money. Six relics to throw away a whole bunch of stuff is pretty good. Okay, to throw away literally everything. Noted. Noted game. Now we're full because we picked up a slime mold, so we'll do that. And then we'll take the left path because an extra fight is an extra fight. They added them to all of them, Jace. So we were just in the sub-biome for the feeder. That was the cornfields. And then for the sprawl, it's like a sewer type of area. And for the shroud, we haven't seen it yet. But I hear it's like an islet or something like that. Null pointer, in my experience, it is always exactly the same length.
Early results are encouraging.
Yeah, I've never known the sluice to be a different length. And then you need to take 5, so we'll just do that. Yep. It is, it's one of those zones where the best time, in my opinion, to get it is right after the first region, because it gives you the least chance of having the obnoxious, like getting like skeevers that are ordained or things like that. Right, so you have low ordained enemies, but getting it in the first region isn't particularly great. So far, my favorite, I think, in terms of look, is probably the Tangle. It's really cool. The Tangle is amazing. The thing about the Tangle that I think they could do with all of them is it's got this, like, claustrophobic vibe to it that means that the torchlight plays off of the roots really effectively, which looks amazing. So that I think, is the Tangle's greatest strength. And then we're sitting on so many baubles here. Way more than we need. So let's ditch some fertile dirt. Fertile dirt. My occultist is rocking a Raven's Reach and a Greater Sharpness Charm, causing them to do big numbers for us. which are my favorite numbers. I like big numbers.
An impressive haul. Put it to good use.
So I would always go to the Tangle, or excuse me, I always go to the Sluice. No matter how inconveniently located it is, the Sluice is just always good, in my opinion. As much as the Steak and Spuds is slightly better for Barristan, I don't think we can hang on to that. Medicinal herbs have some allure, but not a lot. Part of me that for Dismas wants to go ranged items, so I'm going to let the Gnarly Knuckles go. And then I don't want to tank my baubles to nothing, but I'm going to let one more set of baubles go and one set of restorative herbs go. I think that's the plan, Apocaloco. I think we're gonna nuke the boss, and we're gonna try and get all of the gaze on Barristan. And I think if we do that, good things will happen. And I'm gonna try and save some of these stimulating poultices specifically for that. Okay, Deacon or Cardinal? All right, Deacon. Not ordained. That's nice. What do we got here? Range skills minus damage. Okay, then let's just do... Let's do this, and let's see if we can just one-shot this guy here. Not quite, but close. And then because... One of the things that I love to do is, because this guy alternates, a little take aim here will go a long way in making our next turn against him absolutely disgusting. Now, Taunt could throw a wrench in the works. Yes. Yes, Karma. We have done the new boss once. And it was disastrous for reasons that if you have seen the new boss, you will be familiar with. Okay, now we just need to kill this before we kill him. No healing. We needed to do that regardless. And then, unfortunately, we need to do this. So we're hoping that the bleed takes him, and if it doesn't, we'll probably get Way to the Worlds. Yeah. Oh, Flesh from Bone is perfect, actually. Because that's a non-stressing attack. That's his only one. But yeah, so we reached it, and I won't spoil it for you, but what happened was comical, is all I will say. I think we leave all of this. Yep, that is exactly what happens, Karma. And so there's a way to fix that, but it's not easy. Now we have a tough choice on our hands. Do we go for the Jealous Whisper and try and make it work? I want to try it out. And I'm gonna keep these in my hip pocket in case they're terrible. So the sub-biome can butt right up against the inn. That's cool. Wait, where is the inn right now? We're 4 leagues away from it, and I cannot see the inn. This is weird. Where? Like genuinely, this is bizarre. I kind of dig it, but it's like... Ah, there it is. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, so, Karma, I won't full spoil unless you're curious. Because we have already attacked the boss once on stream, so I think everyone who was here before has seen it. But I'd be happy to explain how the boss mechanic works. A very corny situation. Look at that, 10 mastery. What a world we live in. Mountain's Shadow. Wait, are we already at the mountain?
Everywhere.
No, we're not. Okay.
Everywhere.
Peace and Hope is nice. We're not going to do Naked and Afraid, but a Snappy Swig
Learn what
would
can
be
be
pretty
that
snappy.
you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Yeah, the new biomes look very sick. Let's see. What's my plan here? I think we'll use Songbook of Rousing Tunes on this one. We'll use the Roast Pig. I'm going to hang on to the Stimulating Poultices to test our theory. What does the Provisioner have? A whole lot of garbage. Like a whole lot of garbage. Wow. This is some trash. Another songbook? Huh. We'll be so fast. Do I want to be? Sure. I'm going to save... maybe I should use up the Stimulating Pulse. Nah, we'll do this. That zeroes out everybody's stress. Everybody is stupid fast. And then I need to use up some of this stuff just because, like, these aren't that valuable. So I think I'll put these on our damage dealer. See if we get a strategic mind. And then I think we will use these. Don't get rid of that, please. We're going to keep those. We're going to hang on to these. This needs to go into our Wainwright. Boom.
To carry you where you must go.
That helps with the candle situation, which gives us a little bit more space. We can get rid of the jumbo storage trunk. Now we have to spend a lot of mastery. I'm basically just going to buy everything. Wow, we haven't even upgraded Incision yet. That's shameful. I think I want Wicked Slice over Crush. Maybe not, though. Maybe I never use... Do I use Wicked Slice often over Crush? It's good. It's good for the final boss, but the extra healing for Crush is really nice. So we'll do it that way. Okay. And then we're going to get a Librarian for Snappy Swig potential and also Hoarder potential. We keep both of these, we keep all of our money, and we get a Move-In.